Hello everyone, welcome to Education Plus Growth. Today we are going to learn about ancient Indian history. Now, this is a fascinating topic because it digs in deep to the ancient history of India, which is knowing about its past knowledge, inquiring, and investigation. The study of past is studied in three different ways. The eras are divided into three particular periods. Before we learn about these periods, it's important to know what are the historical sources. These historical sources are non literary sources and literary sources. Under non literary sources, we have monuments, coins, inscriptions, archaeological remains. Under literary sources, we have religious texts, historical writings, and biographies. Okay, now let's start with prehistory. Prehistory was an era where written evidences were not invented, right? So, how did the acknowledgement of the era happen? The acknowledgement of the era was through archaeological evidences. Now, what are these archaeological evidences? Poetry, artifacts, stone tools, metal implements were the main source of the acknowledgement of prehistory. Right? Let's look at proto-history. Now, proto-history was a time period where historians could not decode the period. Now, what did that mean? There was some sort of culture or civilization existed, but it was yet to be interpreted or understood. What is history? Along with archaeological sources, written evidences create history. Okay, now it's the important part in history, and that is to learn the historical timeline. This is the basic blueprint of the historical timeline. This is all you have to remember in mind. Now, this is the past and this is the future. And let's say year one is the birth of Christ. Now, why Christ? Because this timeline was made by Christians, right? Hence, BC means before Christ. And AD means Anno Domini, not after death. Many people mistake this as after death. I'll tell you why it's not after death, because the year starts with birth of Christ. Right. Now next, let's talk about AD first. AD comes after the birth of Christ, okay? In the year of our Lord. That means AD 1, that is the birth of Christ, to AD 2005 now, and so on. It goes on. So it's the future, leading towards the future. It's also known as CE, that is Common Era. Right. Why? Because now this kind of timeline is used all over the world, and as all over the world there are different religions and culture existing, not everyone follows Christianity. Hence, we got the term CE. It's very important to know that there is nothing known as year zero, like how the number line starts with 0 and the negative and the positive numbers in either side. This actually starts with 1, that is year 1. Okay. Now, let's learn about BC, that is before Christ, or BCE, before Common Era. Now, it's very important to know higher the number of BC date, further back in time. That is, let's say 1500 BCE is more than 500 BCE. That is, higher the number of BC, further back in time. So 1500 BC is further back in time. So if you see in AD, the timelines are different. It takes from 1 to 2025 like now. Thank you for watching my video. If you have any doubts or questions, you can always drop them in the comment sections.